Manoj Singh Ki, Guest of Honor, Mr. Manoj Gursahani, Vice Chairman, Dr. Bhupinder Singh Ki, sir, Campus Director, Dr. Kiran Mangankar, Director in Charge, Guru Nanak Institute of Management Studies, Dr. Satvinder Bedi, sir, Director in Charge, JNIS Business School, Dr. Jaspreet Kaur, our exam controller, Professor Vince Matthew, members, senior members of the faculty, our registrar, library head, and our academic achievers. And the wonderful band being played for the procession is by the NCC cadets from Khalsa College NCC unit. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You may please be seated. Honorable Chief Guest, Guest of Honor, Vice Chairman, the dignitaries, faculty members, parents, and graduating students, a very good evening and a warm welcome to one and all present here. Feel truly privileged to welcome you on behalf of the members of the Management Council, the Chairman, the Vice Chairman, the Campus Director, Academic Advisory Council, in Charge Director GNIMS and in Charge Director GNIMS Business School for the Annual Convocation 2023. All auspicious functions commence with the lighting of a lamp. The significance of lighting the lamp marks the propitious beginning for any ceremony. May I now call upon our Chief Guest, Mr. Sanjot Singh Ki, sir, Guest of Honor, Mr. Manoj Gursahani, our Vice Chairman, Dr. Bhupinder Singh Ki, sir, our Directors, Exam Controller, and a student to kindly light the ceremonial lamp. Yes, students, a loud round of applause, come on. Louder. And keep going, keep clapping. Loud. Don't stop. Thank you all. You may please be seated. afford the school fees. Bari family returned to Tianjin and went back to work as a rickshaw puller, taking a modest accommodation next to the railway station. He waited for clients 24 hours a day, ate simple food, and wore discarded second-hand clothes whichever he found. He gave away all his hard-earned earnings to support the children who could not afford education. In 2001, he drove his rickshaw to Tianjin UR Middle School to deliver his last installment of money. Nearly 90 years old, he told the students that he couldn't work anymore. All the students and teachers were moved to tears. In total, Bai had donated a total of 350,000 yuan to help more than 300 poor students continue with their studies. In 2005, Bai passed away, leaving behind an inspiring legacy. Students, if a rickshaw puller who wore used clothes and had no education could support 300 children to go to school, imagine what you and I can do with the resources we have to bring a positive change in our world. So, your 2 years journey on JNIMS campus has equipped you all with all that is required to bring about a positive difference in this world and the society we live in. And Convocation is just one such moment where you celebrate your success and set out to make a positive difference in society. This ceremony is a much awaited event in every student's life because it gives the returns to the efforts put in by them throughout their academic endeavor. It gives a sense of achievement and a sense of responsibility towards fulfilling the further commitments. I hope you like the story. Thank you. To begin with our convocation program, may I start with inviting our honorable dignitaries onto the dais. Please join me in welcoming with a huge round of applause our chief guest, celebrity chef Sanjol Singh Tisa. Our guest of honor, Mr. Manoj Gursahanji. Our very own Vice Chairman, Dr. Bhupinder Singh Tisa. Director, LMC member, SGPC's GN Khalsa College, Sardar Govinder Singh Nakaji. Our campus director, Dr. Kiran Mandakar sir. Director in charge, Guru Nanak Institute of Management Studies, Dr. Satvinder Devi sir. Students, Director in charge, GNIMS Business School, Dr. Jaspreet Kaur ma'am. GN Khalsa College, Dr. Harjinder Pal Singh, Kalsi sir. Our exam controller, Professor Vince Matthew. Our associate director, MMS, Dr. Jyotinder Kaur ma'am. And faculty in charge, HR, Dr. Sabichar Kaur Sikho. Our chief guest and guest of honor have been really gracious enough to join us today. Once again, a round of applause. We are highly honored to have you on the I now request our Vice Chairman, Dr. Bhupinder Singh Kir sir, to kindly declare the convocation open.
of GIMS Business School open.
Thank you. We would now like to state dignitaries with a bouquet of flowers, shawl and memento. We start. Our Vice Chairman, Dr. Bhupinder Singh Keel, is an industrialist par excellence, an educator, a philanthropist, and an healthcare supporter. A PhD in social service and philanthropy from the prestigious École Supérieure Robert de Sorbonne University, France. His choice of PhD research is in line with his philosophy and work ethics. His mantra for living a fulfilling and complete life is to take care of all three needs, which is spirituality, health, and education. And it is his personal endeavor to make all these accessible to as many people as possible. May I request Professor Vince Matthew to felicitate Dr. Bhupinder Singh Keel, sir. Students, round of applause. Now, may I request our Vice Chairman, Dr. Keel, sir, to felicitate Sardar Govinder Singh Nyataji, Director, LMC Member, SGPC's GN Khalsa College of Arts, Science and Commerce. May I request Dr. Keel, sir, once again you have to stand. I request you to felicitate our Campus Director, Dr. Kiran Mandakar, sir. Our chief guest, celebrity chef Sanjot Singh Keel, is recognized as king of fast-paced food content and founder of hugely successful Your Food Lab. He is an alumnus and recipient of the Dean's Prize at Queen Margaret University, Edinburgh, and globally acknowledged as the tycoon of tomorrow by the prestigious Forbes India. Chef Sanjot Keel is a proponent of a simple philosophy, which I like, sir. He says, it doesn't matter what people think. What matters is what you think. Welcome, sir. May I request In Charge Director, MMS Dr. Satvinder Bedi, sir, to do the honors and felicitate Chef Sanjot Keel with a token of appreciation. An entrepreneur, corporate consultant, business coach with a difference. He guides companies on mergers and acquisitions to create world-class global organizations. His mission is to improve patient outcomes and make treatment accessible and affordable in the remotest village in India. Sri Manoj Goswami is a co-founder of ICN Healthcare Technologies and managing trustee of the Indian Relief Foundation, an NGO focusing on providing healthcare for the marginalized communities in India. His aptly titled book, The Human Connect, has helped its readers improve their personal and professional lives and gives tips on building diverse networks and living an inspired and enriched life. May I request In Charge Director, PGDM Dr. Jasbir Kaurji, to do the honors and present the token of appreciation Manoj Gursani. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. May I request Professor Vince Matthew, sir, to felicitate Dr. Harjinder Pal Singh Kalsi, Principal SGPC's GN Khalsa College of Arts, Science and Commerce. Kalsi, sir. Vince Matthew, sir. I now call upon Dr. Satvinder Singh Bedi, sir, in charge director MMS, to give the welcome address.
Respected Vice Chairman, GNMS and GNMS Business School, Dr. Bhupinder Keer, sir, Honorary Chief Guest, Sanjot Singh, sir, Guest of Honor, Manoj Gursani, sir, Campus Director, he's sitting right over here, Mangaonkar, sir, Nut, sir, he's the Director and LMC, Director of Khalsa College, and Kalsi, sir, the Principal of Khalsa College. PGDM, in-charge Director, very popular with the students. You always see her from Khalsa College, they're coming over here. We have Dr. I'm so sorry. Excuse me. Jasmeet Kaur, madam. And Controller of Examinations, Bill, sir. All the guests, students, and relatives, a very warm welcome and good afternoon to one and all. It's an honor to have this opportunity to say some words on this very auspicious event of felicitating the student on graduation 2023. And in this graduation ceremony of convocation, we have PGDM 2020-22 batch, PGDM 2020-22 batch, Banking and Financial Services, EMBA 18 and EMBA 4, that is Financial Markets. Ladies and gentlemen, every convocation ceremony, as we know, has always been very memorable for us. The way we were going through that process when we were given our degrees. It usually is always seen as a culmination of a lot of hard work which is coming to an end. Beside that hard work which is there, also a lot of effort in terms of the realization of your goals, and finally the day when it comes that success is achieved. In these trying times and this journey which we see, which we all go through, there could be some trials and tribulations which we all go through. And besides that, this journey also has very pleasant memories and some good occasions which we would want to treasure throughout our lives. At GNMS, we would always want that you try to treasure these memories and come forward to us. The doors are open and we could work together, we could collaborate together And as Henry Ford has very clearly said in one of his articles, that when we come together, it's a beginning. And when we are staying together, that is progress. But when we work together, that is the time when success really comes. So this institution feels that you are now absolutely able and ready to take this torch ahead of knowledge to the world outside. And our humble request, take wonderful memories outside and share with them about this institution. And we would always pray and so that your years ahead are characterized where you have empathy, compassion in your years ahead, and you remember this wonderful institution. I once again take this opportunity to congratulate each one of you for this journey and wish you all the best for your future endeavors. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. I now call upon Dr. Jasveer Kaur, in charge director, PGDM, to kindly come and share the annual report with us.
On behalf of GNMS Business School and Guru Nanak Khalsa College, I welcome all the dignitaries on the dais, my dear colleagues and students. It's my proud privilege to read out our annual report and share our achievements with our stakeholders. I am presenting before you key milestones and initiatives made over the last year. Management and faculty are progressively working towards holistic development of the institute. Starting with the courses we are running, we are having 2 courses. PGDM, it is a 2-year PG course approved by AICTE. Under PGDM, we have PGDM BFSI and PGDM regular with all the specializations. In addition to the approved syllabus, we also provide add-on courses to strengthen students' knowledge. To name a few, we are also offering Excel and Advanced Excel, Financial Modeling, NISM and NCFM's various modules. We are also offering to our students programming with Python, R and Tableau for data analytical skills, Finacle. It is a software which is core banking solution which enables the banks with digital banking functionality. Students are given hands-on experience in Finacle. Then second course which we are having is PGCM, that is EMBA. It is 12 months with 4-term course approved by AICTE. Under this, we have General PGCM EMBA. Currently, we are running 4 batches of General PGCM. Next, we have EMBA in Financial Markets. This course is in tie-up with NISM, a wing of SEBI, and currently we are having 3 batches of EMBA in Financial Marketing. And the total strength of students in this course is 440 students. During the course, students will be doing various certifications like Mutual Fund Distributions, Securities Markets Foundation Certification, Mutual Fund Foundation Certification, Securities Operations and Risk Management, Equity Derivatives, Investment Advisor Level 1. Along with these certifications, students, we are also offering super specialization like Investment Advisor, Research Analyst, Portfolio Management Services and Fixed Income Securities. Keeping in view the advancement of IT as core of every business, I am happy to announce that we have introduced PGCM EMBA in Information Technology also. It is 1-year AICTE approved course having management and IT subjects. Some of the IT subjects include coding with Python, artificial intelligence, machine learning, Power BI, data analytics, and many more. We have experts and leaders from the industries as members of our BOS for these courses to shape our syllabus to be in sync with current industry needs and give a competitive advantage, thereby bridging the gap between industry and academia, which will enhance placement opportunities for our students. institute is placement, and I'm proud to say that we have very good placement records. In year 2022, total companies which visited our campus was 100. Highest package which was offered to our students was 10 lakh per annum, and average package was approximately 5 lakh per annum. And 96% of our students were placed. Some of the students have their own startups. We also offer summer internship. 100% students were placed for summer internship, and companies visited our campus was 35 in number. Coming to research activities of our institution, it is an honor and privilege to announce that we have recognized PhD Research Center in place. Dr. Jayant Brahmane has been approved as PhD guide by University of Mumbai. And many more names are in pipeline. My colleagues who have been conferred with PhD recently are Dr. V. Ravi Shankar, Dr. Annie Pillai, and Dr. Jyoti Pawar. We have also released International E-Journal of Library Science with 2 issues. Moving ahead in our research activities, we have conducted the Multidisciplinary Conclave and International Research Conference on Contemporary Practices in Business Management on 20th and 21st January 2023 in association with University of Mumbai, Association of Management Development Institutions in South Asia, and Association of Indian Management Schools. It drew participation from researchers and speakers from across India and abroad. We had received 53 research papers. Conference proceedings were published with ISBN number. The conference was funded by AIMS and ICSSR. Many faculty members have written and published various research papers, and their papers were selected as best papers. Naming a few are Dr. V. Ravi Shankar and Professor Sonali Athavale for International Commerce and Management Conference. Dr. Kuljit won silver medal at 33 AIMS Annual Management Education Convention. Dr. Jyotinder Kaur Chadha, Professor Vince Matthews, and Professor Balwinder Singh Ree papers were also awarded as best papers. Ladies and gentlemen, library is a pillar of any institution. GNSM Library is having state-of-art infrastructure with rich collection of management books, journals, and e-resources. Last year, 1,000 plus printed books and 2 lakh e-books were added to the existing collection. Recently, library has also started issuing digital library card for issue and return system of books. Various initiatives were taken by library, like 2-day book exhibition was organized. We have courier book delivery service for our students. Annual membership is available for outsiders and for our alumni. 8 GNMS library staff and students have successfully completed Commonwealth of Learning certification through Google Scholarship. An activity based on project-based learning was conducted for our students. An author outreach program was also conducted for students. Session on literature review were conducted, and there are many more in line. In faculty achievements, many of our faculty members were invited as judges, guest speakers, resource persons. Few of them are Dr. Jyotinder Kaur Chadha as judge at KJ Somaiya Institute of Management Studies and Research. Dr. Kuljit Kaur as resource person for NDLI Research. Dr. Jasbir Kaur as judge by HSNC University for their Avishkar Research Convention. Under experiential activities, Dr. Jyoti Pawar has completed 3 live projects. Dr. Jyotinder Kaur Chadha organized the annual retail mela. Dr. Annie Pillai successfully completed Dharavi project with PGDM students. A case study of Dr. V. Ravishankar along with a foreign author was accepted and he was also awarded a cash prize of 100 euros. Student activities. At GNMS, we organize various field visits like visit to JNPT to give them practical exposure about international business. Every year, GNMS participates in Innothon competition which is organized by Bombay Management Association to facilitate the interaction between industry and academia. A visit to SEBI was also organized for our students. An industrial visit was organized to Jodhpur and Jaisalmer and various companies were visited where students got to know about real life projects and they could get the experience. 6 of our students were selected for an international internship at Aarhus University, Denmark for 6 weeks. Students have learned business modeling on live business cases. Under social initiatives, GNMS staff along with students conducts various social activities like health checkup camp, blood donation camp, visit to old age home, cleanliness drives, and also a session on financial literacy was also organized for non-teaching staff. Last but not the least, we stand by our motto, essence of wisdom is service to humanity. We have started humble initiatives with following free certificate courses on giving grooming sessions, GDPI, CET preparation coaching for young Khalsite for their holistic development and making education accessible to all the students. More than 500 students have been benefited from these courses. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I now request Dr. Jyotinder Kaur Chadha, Associate Director MMS, to read the citation of our Honorable Chief Guest, Celebrity Chef Sanjot Singh Ki.
Thank you, ma'am. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, faculty members, students, and guests. It is my proud privilege to read out the citation being conferred to our guest this afternoon. Globally recognized as king of fast-paced food content and founder of hugely successful Your Food Lab, Chef Sanjot Keer is instrumental in taking Indian food scene completely to a new digital platform. With a follower base of 13 million and growing, Chef Sanjot Keer is focusing on creating unique recipes. A decorated alumnus and recipient of Dean's Prize at Queen Margaret University, Edinburgh, and globally acknowledged as Tycoon of Tomorrow by the prestigious Forbes India, Chef Sanjot Keer is one of the pioneers of easy-to-cook food in shorter format. With the single aim of creating content to fit consumers' need, his area of focus is Indian fusion food. His well-received mantra to all budding managers and entrepreneurs is believe in your stupid idea and work towards achieving it. Face of leading FMCG brands, Chef Sanjot Keer is a proponent of a simple philosophy. Doesn't matter what people think. What matters is what you think. Guru Nanak Institute of Management Studies and GNMS Business School is proud to confer the honor on 18th March 2023 on Chef Sanjot Keer. Thank you.
I request Campus Director Dr. Kiran Mandavkar sir to kindly present the citation to our chief guest, Celebrity Chef Sanjot Singh Keer sir. I now request
our honorable chief guest, celebrity chef Sanjot Singh Kheer sir, to deliver the convocation address.
Good evening, everybody. Respected dignitaries on the dais. Feels nostalgic today. Back in 2014, I was at the receiving end, and today it's the other way around. But I remember while delivering my speech during my graduation as a valedictorian, I said a few things. One is that while studying in an institute, you create a lot of memories, you learn a lot. I thanked my teachers. I thanked my parents for always believing in me and believing in my stupid ideas, which for the first was choosing a very unconventional career, which is becoming a chef back then, when I was a kid in school. And a lot of gratitude goes towards every decision, every moment of support what my parents provided me. I also spoke in that speech about making memories with friends and going forward, even after getting out of that institute, how those friendships are going to last forever. And in the end, I said that, I cannot list down all the learnings and memories in my short speech. But what I can do is all of those memories and learnings would be visible through my journey of achieving all my aspirations going forward. And truly, after that, now it's been 9 years from that speech today, and setting on to that journey of following my passion and doing something different in the form of turning into a content creator 7 years back, which was another stupid idea back then, because today we all consume a lot of content, but back then it was a very different scenario altogether. Often people ask me, what is the recipe of success? And I truly believe that throughout these 7 years, it's very important to be very consistent, be very perseverant. You need a lot of determination. But most important is discipline. That discipline of showing up every day to work. And that discipline, I guess, has shaped what your Food Lab today is all about. No matter what your circumstances are, may it be financial circumstances, maybe support from your family and friends, maybe anything. You don't have any excuses to give. At the end of the day, what matters is what you want to do in your life and not what others think about you, is what I always believe in. And also about whatever you want to do in life, you alone can never achieve it. It always takes a village to, sort of make your dreams come true. And I truly believe that the people who I have crossed paths with throughout my life have taught me a lot. Learning from my father about philanthropy, about service, about doing something good for the world and change the world into a positive world to live in, is something what also reflects in my work today. While there are so many missions through your Food Lab, what we cover today, I had a few goals while starting your Food Lab. One was that there are so many unfortunate people around the world who cannot afford exploring food, cannot dine at 5-star restaurants, cannot even sometimes go and discover street food. I wanted to make food more approachable, and that is why I created a sort of format where people could very easily, with minimum ingredients, readily available ingredients, cook at home and explore these global cuisines in their kitchens, in their humble kitchens. And that truly sends me a lot of testimonials from all around the world. We receive a lot of testimonials which sometimes touch me and very emotionally. And all of these learnings have come from my father. And while I say this, I am no motivational speaker, but I can say one thing, that today you all have completed a very important chapter of your life, and you would be setting into different directions, choosing different avenues. It does not matter what avenue you go in, every avenue is going to be like sort of cluttered. Like when people ask me today that, how do you shine as a content creator in the food space when there are so many content creators on the internet? I just say that be consistent, show up every day and keep doing it and keep believing in that process, and you will, successfully achieve all your dreams. So that's it. All the best for your future endeavors, and whatever you do, be the best in that space, and just try to learn every single day even after you leave this college today. All the best. Thank you so much. It feels a privilege to be here amongst all of you. All the best to all of you. Congratulations. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Sanjot sir. But after hearing you, I just can't resist, and I'd like to add a couple of points which I feel and hopeful would be helpful for our students. You all would have observed whenever you visit a fine dine or any restaurant and eat the meals served by them, what we really don't realize is, for that specific dish to be prepared, her chef has spent tireless hours in trying to perfect that flavors, the ratio of the ingredients, and the overall taste of that dish. It's a continuous process of trial and error to get that beautiful outcome. It's not achieved overnight. You'll agree with me, sir. It takes patience and determination, and as you mentioned, it takes a lot of passion for this craft. And if at the end of all this, the chef receives a negative feedback from the consumer, they don't get defensive about it. They take every feedback as a positive criticism that will help them improve their culinary skills. So, no matter how successful one gets, the skill to always take a rational negative feedback and convert it into a positive criticism. This trait will always help you in life. Just like a chef's core traits, as mentioned earlier by him, are patience, determination, willingness to accept positive criticism, and immense passion for the craft. These are the traits, students, which will help you to succeed in life. Most of y'all will be entering the corporate world. There will be many a times y'all would have to face negative feedback. Don't be dejected. Instead, be patient, determined to convert those negative feedbacks into positive criticism. Let those feedbacks reinforce you to get better at your skills, and don't be disheartened, because just like the process of perfecting a dish, we all agree, life's all about trial and error. Thank you, sir. May I now request Dr. Jyotinder Kaur Chadha ma'am, Associate Director, MMS, to read the citation of our Honorable Guest of Honor, Mr. Manoj Gursahani.
Shri Manoj Gursahani is an author, philanthropist, an entrepreneur, corporate consultant, business coach with a difference. He guides companies on mergers and acquisitions to create world-class global organizations. His focus is to use AI-based technologies to screen and detect various forms of preventable blindness and cancer on a massive scale. He has worked tirelessly to transform rural healthcare and improve patient care quality by incorporating POCD, IoT devices, PMS, and AIMDL. His mission is to improve patient outcomes and make treatment accessible and affordable in the remotest village in India. Shri Manoj Gursahani is the co-founder of ICN Healthcare Technologies and managing trustee of the Indian Relief Foundation. an NGO focusing on providing healthcare for the marginalized communities in India. His aptly titled book, The Human Connect, has helped its readers improve their personal and professional lives. The self-help book gives tips on building diverse networks and living an inspired and enriched life. GNIMS and GNIMS School is proud to honor him on 18th March 2023 at the annual convocation.
Thank you, ma'am. I now request Campus Director Dr. Kiran Mangaonkar sir to present the citation to our guest of honor, Mr. Manoj Gursani. Yes, students? Thank you, sir. I now request our honorable guest of honor, Mr. Manoj Gursani to address the august gathering.
Good evening. I need a loud good evening. Now I'm going to be a little bit more of talking on terms of the human connect, which is networking. But before that, dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, and I would first at the outset like to thank my dear friend Bhupinder. And when he called me and he told me that you have to come to our college and there is a convocation, I thought it's okay. I accepted it because he's a good friend and a family friend. But when I came here, I've seen the transformation. Wow. And I used to study when I was young, not in this college, but at Don Bosco. I graduated from that. So I've now seen what a transformation it is. So congratulations to the team and all that for a fabulous and this kind of infrastructure. The second is congratulations to all of you all. So I want you all to raise your right, students only, raise your right hand and just tap yourself. Come on, do that. I know you all have today is a formal graduation ceremony, and so I would like to make my talk a little more interactive. As they mentioned, the subject is, I'm learning from our chief guest on how to be an influencer. So I'm going to plug this. So this is my book, The Human Connect, which has already become a bestseller, and the reason I'm talking about it is going to be the art of networking, but I'm calling it The Human Connect. And so there are three things which are not taught according to me, and before that let me say what our chief guest mentioned. Consistency, and congratulations on the words of wisdom. Persistence, discipline, a stupid idea, nothing is stupid, show up every day. And just to add what Bhupinder and we were discussing in his cabin is, I've known him from Guru Nanak Hospital where he used to look after healthcare. Great subject. Religion, amazing. Now he's gone into education. I think all of you are blessed to have somebody who's compassionate, who's a giver. Because once education also, when you look, and I'm sure you told me about the scholarships, what you are giving and etc. So I think you'll have to be proud about where you have graduated from. And on the subject of, I'll come to networking. That, like whatever else our chief guest mentioned, I'm going to add to that. One is mindfulness. Then nobody teaches in the college or any graduate, including colleges overseas, mindfulness, happiness, and networking. Okay, these are three things which I have seen, and I'm going to, and I have, by the way, 3 daughters who have also been very accomplished. The youngest one, her name is Simran, and I'm going to tell you that because I love interacting with the youth, the students, and etc. because I feel you all are the future. So my youngest daughter, her name is Simran. She works for Karan Johar. This is her 6th movie. She's just 26 years old, and she's now becoming an associate director. My middle daughter, Payal, she's a MD anesthesiologist, and now she's doing a fellowship in pain management and regional blocks at Ganga Hospital, which is the finest hospital in the south. And the eldest one, Prerna, she works for Unilever as an assistant brand manager. So why I'm telling you that is I learn a lot from them. So when I was writing this book, about the Human Connect, I was writing the script and manuscript, etc. and I was sharing with my daughters. So my eldest daughter Prerna said, Dad, in the book you are writing as if you know everything, but talk about your vulnerability. So when I was on Don Bosco School, and I've written it in the first chapter, I was a silent boy. And I mentioned all about it, and then I realized that I have to work on myself to come out, become a better communicator. And during my time, there were people like Ravi Shastri and others who were in my batchmate. And I used to look at them, wow, they are so well recognized, they're sportsmen. And I was a shy boy sitting behind in the class. I didn't even raise my hand because I was scared. Then I realized something has to be done about it. And as Sanjot said, you have to start working on it. So when I realized that's my challenge, then I started working on it, did a public speaking program. At that time, there was an interesting program called Nazareth Academy. And they used to teach spoken English, not in that sense, but how to deliver, how to posture, how to keep your hands like that, how to hold a mic, etc. Learned from that, and then the journey began. So what is different in my book? How many of y'all have read books on networking? A show of hands? Okay. How many of y'all have heard about the author Dale Carnegie? How to Win Friends and Influence People? Still, I think all of y'all, besides buying my book, need to buy How to Win Friends and Influence People, because that's the best book written on networking. Okay? And this book about mine, it's about networking is seen in the global world as transactional. I have done something for you, I expect a favor tomorrow. It is what's in it I get. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. The difference I have tried to make is, or try to approach, because of the social work I do and the healthcare, is brought empathy to it, and I've decided that, listen, let's try to change the mindset and the lens from a transactional mindset to a giver's mindset. And I will tell you, and there are youngsters and people will say, oh, we can't give. Giving is not only about money. I break it up into time, treasure, talent. And I'll relate few stories which will resonate with you, and how giving without any expectation has helped me in my life. And I will also share some mantras with you so that you can take those key takeaways. How many of you all have not heard about or not seen the movie Munna by MBBS for 3 Idiots? Can you raise your hands? Has everybody seen that movie or heard about the director Raju? You all need to be, graduate students, be more interactive. Can you raise your hand? You all have you heard about the director Raju Hirani? Rajkumar Hirani? Okay. He's currently doing a movie with Shah Rukh Khan called Donkey, which is releasing on December 22nd. So he wrote the foreword of the book. I'm not trying to promote it, but why did he write a foreword? It was about a couple of years back. He had called me once, he didn't know me, took my number for somebody because he knows I work with a lot of consulates. He knew I know the US consulate very well. And one of his team members had cancer. His father had cancer, and they wanted to take an appointment they had taken an appointment from somebody in Sloan's Kettering Hospital in US, and they were not getting an urgent visa. So he called me over the weekend, and somehow I reached out to the visa chief that time and I said, listen, it's on emergency ground, etc. And fast forward, they got the visa. Now that task was done and is written in the book. I never reached out to him after that. I said, I know you, sir, you're a famous director, etc. But after that, then we met after a couple of years, and then we became friends. And today he's mentioned in that, and he never goes out for any book launches. He launched my book just 2 months back. He doesn't go for any social parties, etc. In that sense, he came because of the human connect. Somewhere I touched him. I didn't tell him, sir, mujhe shooting pe aana hai, Raju, I want to come here. I was not interested. It was a thought done, deed done, over. I'll give you another example. I actually happened to meet the Prime Minister of Israel about just before COVID. He was visiting Mumbai and Benjamin Netanyahu. Now, how did I meet him? Is the Israel Consul General at that time, his name is Yaakov Finkelstein, it was a rainy season about a couple of years back. If you know, in Mumbai there was heavy rains and it was flooded. So at that time, I checked with him because I knew his house had some leakage, etc. I told him, Yaakov, I just want to call on you and ask you, is your house okay? Is it leaking? Or if you have a problem, I can have my car and driver pick you up and you can stay at my house, have warm food, etc. He didn't take that offer. He said, no, I'm okay. But build that connect, that small aspect of reaching out, caring for something, build that human connect. And post that, the Prime Minister of Israel was visiting, and there was a famous selfie with the Prime Minister, which Amitabh Bachchan, all the who's who of the media industry were there. And the only non-media person who was there in that room, I was privileged to do that. Not because I'm from media, because that is that one deed I called, and it touched his heart, and I built a human connect. Even today, he's left. The diplomats usually have a 3-year term. Even today, after he's left, I still am in touch with him. I'll now give you another, why I'm giving you these examples, because I believe in storytelling that impact comes in. You all will understand, because otherwise nobody understands blah blah blah. And especially the youngsters, your attention deficit is less. We are in the Insta world, we need instant gratification. So I'm telling you brief stories, and I'll tell you then my end with my mantra. Another story is about, again, there is a hospital right here in Jain Society called Lion Tarachan Baba Hospital. And that hospital is now an 80-bed hospital. They were looking for some funds to set up a cardiac unit. Now I'm talking about connecting the dots. So I've seen Rajkumar Bagadia who's here, he's the past district governor of Rotary. Why I'm mentioning his name is because I got Rotary involved. So I am becoming a president again of the Rotary Club of Queen's Necklace. So while I was sitting with the Tarachan Baba Hospital, they told us that we want to build a state-of-the-art cardiac unit, but we are falling short of funds. And how much is it? It was a couple of crores. So I took that conversation back to my team in Rotary Club and said, "Aise ho raha hai, they're looking for some money. All I want you to do is just have that one meeting with the directors of the Rotary Club with the Lions Tarachan Baba Hospital." And that time he's unfortunately left us. There used to be a gentleman called Lion Ashok Mehta. He was a world international president of Lions. So I made that meeting happen. It took 15 minutes. The guys who came saw the hospital from my club, who were donors. They met the people and they immediately got convinced that this is the guys who will do justice to the money, who will see to it that poor people will be impacted. Fast forward, after that initial call, in less than 18 months, now if you go to Lion Tarachan Baba Hospital, which is probably 9 minutes away from here, we have a state-of-the-art cardiac unit where we do angiography, angioplasty, bypass. We do 350 procedures every month, out of which 70% is done for the below poverty line population. Now what am I trying to tell you? It's not, so people said, "Tumhara kya fayda hua?" I want karma. For me, it was the deed done. So the reason I'm telling you, if you do a deed without expectation, you get energy, you get positivity. Once you get positivity, your approach in business, in career, whatever you do gets enhanced. Now, I will tell you a couple of tips. Now, I think most of you all who have graduated, how many of you all are already working? Can you raise your hands? How many of you all are having your own startup? How many of you all are doing your family business? Okay, how many of you all who are working want to grow in that particular company or want to scale? Only one? No, none of you all want to scale beyond that. Okay, so I'm going to give you tips which will help you. So I always say, there's a famous quote called, "Everybody knows everything." And if you don't, you can do Google and ChatGPT. Who you know is more important than what you know. I'm not saying you should not know. You've already done your hard work of knowing it. What you're knowing, 80% of placements, and I was doing some research, 80% of placements happen through private, personal network and connects, through mentors. So please keep that in mind. Those who have already employed, how did you all do that? How many of you all have a LinkedIn account? How many of you all don't have a LinkedIn account? Okay. How many of you all have a Facebook account? Insta account? Okay. So LinkedIn in today's context is very important. But LinkedIn can take you, and how many of you all update your LinkedIn account regularly? Very good. Share articles about LinkedIn. You might not have accomplished much because you're a youngster. Share what you're doing. Follow people whom you would like to work with. Follow influencers. So if you were looking in the catering industry, you would follow somebody like Sanjot because he's an influencer, he's accomplished in his own way. Connect with such people. So I'll give you a straight example. Suppose some of you are wanting to do something in catering and you want to get hold of Sanjog. Regularly in a regular platform, you will not be able to get in touch with him. So one of the ways is come to events like this. Before the event, after the event, catch him and give you live examples of how you get hold of him. Have a conversation. Don't give your card immediately. First say, sir, we appreciate the work you're doing. You will tell them what you heard, that is you were listening intently, and tell him we appreciate whatever words of wisdom you said. You know, probably he'll say, who are you? And then, sir, I am interested in this career. For my heart, I wanted to do this. Can I connect with you? Can I reach out to you on LinkedIn? Honestly, I don't think he would say no for somebody like that to reach out because you're making that connect. So similar way, on LinkedIn, you just can't go on spamming because that's what we all do. We just, because, and I don't blame anybody because there are millions of students coming out and everybody wants the best job, the best career, and we dad put on LinkedIn. Do not do that. Do not spam. If you get a WhatsApp number of somebody whom you have today, let's say, Mr. Bhupender's WhatsApp number you got by chance, you can't send him 10 messages, good morning messages tomorrow morning. Those are not to be done. I mentioned in my book what not to do. There are rules. So now I will, how many of you all, because you all are working, attend conferences, industry conferences, association conferences? Do you all attend that? If you all don't start doing that, because that way you'll move out of your comfort zone. The moment you move out of your comfort zone, आपको पता चलेगा बाहर की दुनिया क्या है. अब यहाँ से निकल गए एक कंपनी में गए. Don't get stuck only to your company, water cooler gang and that whatever chai gang and all that. Do that, but go beyond that. Go to conferences of your interest. So somebody talked about artificial intelligence and all that. How many of you all use ChatGPT? Excellent. Now ChatGPT 4 has come in. It's like a virtual tutor. You can ask questions and it gives you answers to your questions. All I'm saying is ABCD. It's artificial intelligence, blockchain, cloud computing, data analytics. This is the future. I mean, for those who are following this data science model. But for those who are here, how many of you are working in the social sector NGO? Do you know what is the CSR market in India? How much money is spent in CSR? Any number guess? 42,000 crores. Just Google BAIL, BAIL report. 42,000 crores is the CSR money spent on. So social sector NGOs, if you have a marketing role, the director role, the operational role, don't feel arey NGO hai, 10 आदमी लोग को सेवा कर रहे हो. No, that's they're becoming large. Gates Foundation, Azim Premji Foundation. There are a lot many. Okay, so those are more career options which you need to look at. Now, I can go on, but I will like to just add few points which will be like a closure point of view for you all to understand. So few things. I have written the formula called Blinks. What is B? B in Blinks is body language. So now what happens? Manish is my friend, he's photographing me. When I'm talking to him, now what we do is, we are talking to him but we are actually looking somewhere else. So I say, Manish kya haal hai, but I'm looking there. That is bad body language and eye contact. So body language is very important. Listening. As Indians, we are very poor listeners. We finish the conversation, उससे खत्म ही नहीं कि आपको लग रहा है मालूम है क्या बात करने वाला है, but you don't know. Be an active listener and we have to be listening. Name remembering. In today's time, to remember names is becoming a challenge because of so much information. There is a technique of remembering names. Quality versus quantity is, suppose there are today 200 students or including their parents. I'd probably like to say hello to everybody, but I would decide I want to meet 10. So quality versus quantity. It 10 लोगों से मिलना है, and 10 people whom I'll meet after this session if I'm available and somebody comes and talks to me in sharing, they're keeping that interest. Okay. Number 3 is stay in touch. बहुत बार सुना होगा जब काम हो गया people forget. Use and throw. Change that. Stay in touch. If you are active listening and somebody says, oh, there is an internship available somewhere so and so, but I want an internship for my daughter or a son. Hear that, and if you can help go out of your way, connect the dots and help. Then I've talked about it. Step out of your comfort zone, I've already told you. And I can go on. There are 4, I've used the formula called SIDE. which is social quotient, social intelligence. You would Google that because I can go into detail. IQ, we are all here because of IQ. D is digital quotient, how to use ChatGPT, LinkedIn, etc., YouTube channel, whatever you can. And E, according to me, is the most important, which is EQ, which means empathy. Thoda feeling rakho. The moment because we are youngsters, there is so much competition. We are, march forward, ho raha hai ki ye karna hai, wo karna hai, and then we trample over people. Do not do that. Have empathy, have sensitivity, have feeling, keep in touch. These are all examples which then you are humanizing the relationship. You are not doing networking, and then you will become a human magnet. You will get that job, that career, that enhancement which you want. I can promise you that. If you just change that, everything else, try that, it will help you in your career. And today I was telling Bhupinder, same thing. My purpose of coming here is, if 5 people of you all who are sitting here listen and probably implement that, and you are enhancing your career or getting a job, better job, my job will be done. With that, as I said, I can go on and on. I'm passionate about this, but thank you very much. In the interest of time, I hope you. Thank you.
Inputs on networking, and I agree, human connect is very, very important. We as teachers, we have to have the human connect with our students. You see them, mother and child, customer and the salesperson. Thanks a lot for your inputs. We now start with the felicitation of graduating students, course-wise. We start with the academic achievers. I now call upon the academic achievers, and as I've informed, you come from here, that is your left-hand side, you come and take your certificate and you get your... The first academic achiever from the program PGDM, Miss Kesarvani Divya Subhash Chandra Sangeeta. My request our chief guest, Sanjot Singh Keer sir, to kindly hand over the certificate. Come on students, where are you? That requires a round now. Congratulations, Divya. Our second academic achiever for the postgraduate banking and finance program, Miss Molguru Bhavika Srinivas Nagamani. Come on students, you need to go louder. So you have to do the honors. Thank you, sir. May I now request our guest of honor, Mr. Manoj sir, to hand over to the remaining 2 achievers. Both of you all together, fine, that's nice. Both together. Sir, I was just hoping that you're not standing for a long time. Our next student, next academic achiever, Miss Thakkar Kinjal Sachin Sonal from the EMBA batch E18. And the next academic achiever could also be ready. That's Megha Jain. Yeah, students, cheer your classmates. Miss Megha Jain Ajay from the EMBA FM batch 4, Financial Markets. Thank you so much, sir. You may have your seat. Congratulations. I now call upon the PGDM course coordinator, Professor Faisal Memon, to call the students for conferring the postgraduate diploma in management. Professor Faisal Mehmet.
Good evening, everyone. Honorable Chief Guest and dignitaries, in the view of authority vested in me as a post coordinator for postgraduate diploma in management, I hereby seek your permission to present the students who satisfy all the requirements to confer upon them postgraduate diploma in management. May I present to you the students in roll number order, sir? Okay. Pawar Abhishek. Is he there? Pawar Abhishek. Amit Mishra. Anushka Kulkarni. Anushri Manoj. Next is Bhagyashri Singhasane. Chinmay Palkar. Digna Goshalkar. Divya Kesarwani, Gayatri More, Rishikesh Nagre, Jay Yadav, Kajal Maurya, Manoj Raj, Nikhil Gupta, Nikita Dalgi, Niranjan Gupta, Niranjan Gupta is there. Pooja Vichare, Prasad Joshi, Rajlakshmi Iyer, Rakesh Valmiki,
Thanks, Mr. Anandji, sir.
Rutuja Dusmudre, Sakshi Mishra, Shalini Singh, Sanket Dalvi, Shreyas Jadhav, Shubham Sawant, Shweta Kamble, Shweta Kamble is there? Siddhi Raut, Sujata Kanochia,
May I request our Vice Chairman, Dr. Bhupinder Singh Kheer sir, to hand over the certificates now? Okay, along with Madam Rajas. Please, sir.
Vaishnavi Mohite, Vivek Singh, Prajwal Kakade, Sagar Punjabi, Gauri Gondadi, Gauri Patil, Rafael David, Sapna Bhandari, Mandeep Arora, Seema Punchi Korve, Siddesh Satam,
Students, you need to clap for your classmates. Loud. More loud. And keep clapping.
Samson Kumar, Venkatesh Devendra, Anab Khan, Amruta Kalambe, Nishan Ate.
Students, you need to be clapping. See, this is a moment you'll never forget. You cherish for your life. The clap should be sounding in your ears even after you move out from here. So loud. with the students of the postgraduate, the PGDM course. I now call upon the PGDM Banking Finance Course Coordinator, Professor Samita Amne, to call the students for conferring the postgraduate diploma in management, banking and financial services.
Thank you, Dr. Annie. Good evening, Honorable Chief Guest, Guest of Honor, respected dignitaries, and my dear students. Heartiest congratulations to PGDM Batch 2022. I wish you good luck and best wishes for your future endeavor. Moving ahead, in view of the authority vested in me as the course coordinator for the program, Postgraduate Diploma in Management, Banking and Financial Services, I hereby seek your permission to present the students who satisfy all the requirements to confer upon them PGDM Banking and Financial Services. May I present the students in the roll number? Students of PGDM EFSI Batch 2022 are requested to please come on the dais as per the roll number sequence. Roll number 1, Mohammed Imran. Roll number 2, Aditi Sarunke. Roll number 3, Bhavika More. Roll number 4, Bhavika Molguru. Students, please don't stop clapping. This is your day. Roll number 5, Chetrani Patil. Roll number 6, Diksha Pujari. Roll number 7, Ishita Rahate. Roll number 8, Himani Palte. Roll number 9, Kajal Maundekar. Roll number 10, Yeura Goyal. Roll number 11, Kiran Gulani.
Yes, look here, please.
Roll number 12, Manvi Vagmare. Roll number 13, Manjari Rao. Roll number 14, Mansi Jadhav. Roll number 15, Mayuri Soname. Roll number 16, Mujamil Momin.
Yes, look here.
Roll number 17, Nehal Nibu.
Students, keep clapping.
Thank you.
Roll number 18, Omkar Ravi. Roll number 19, Omkar Mahajan.
Yes, look here, please.
Roll number 20, Parth Kaur. Roll number 24, Purva Dari. Roll number 25, Reshma Gowda. Roll number 26, Rishi Panchal. Roll number 28, Rishikesh Kadro. Roll number 29. Roll number 30, Siddesh Kadam. Roll number 31, Siddhi Shinde. Roll number 32, Simran Singh.
Yes.
Roll number 33, Sneha Gupta. Roll number 34, Tanmay Shivsagar. Roll number 35, Tanvi Gaikwad. Roll number 36, Vaibhavi Satpurkar.
Thank you.
Roll number 37, Krishna Doshi. Roll number 38, Shilpa Kawar. Roll number 39, Shivani Mogale. And roll number 40, Abid Patil.
Look here. Yes. Thank you. Yes, ready. Thank you. And
Heartfelt congratulations to PGDM BFSI Batch 2022 for your hard-earned degrees and wish you all the best for your future endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
look here, please. Yes.
This is a call for student Anushka Kulkarni and Anushka Kalambe. Are they there?
Look here, please. Yes. Yes, ready.
Students keep clapping, I request my faculty colleagues also to clap.
Yes, please. Look here. Yes, look here.
Students, you are not clapping.
Thank you.
Aren't you all happy?
Yes.
Then clap more. You're getting the certificate today. It's an achievement. You always cherish this memory for lifelong. Thank you, ma'am. I now call upon the Executive MBA and EMB Financial Markets Course Coordinator, Professor conferring them the Executive MBA and EMB Financial Market Certificates.
Honorable Chief Guest, Guest of Honor, my dear students, the student volunteers and our faculty members, I wish you all a very good evening and an auspicious Saturday. In view of the authority vested in me as the course coordinator for the program Executive MBA and Executive MBA in Financial Markets, I hereby seek your permission to present the students who satisfy all the requirements to confer upon them Executive MBA and Executive MBA Financial Markets. May I present to you the students in roll number order, please, sir. We are starting with Executive MBA, batch 18. Roll number 1, Vaibhav More. Roll number 3, Kinjal Thakkar. Roll number 4, Nikhil Kute. Roll number 5, Savita Kiran. Roll number 6, Azhar Khan. Roll number 7, Roll number 16, Kapil Deke. Roll number 17, Amar Gupta. Roll number 18, Abdul Shukur Patel. Roll number 20, Abhijit Hadas.
Yes, okay. Okay.
Roll number 21, Saili Saranghe.
Yes.
Roll number 24, Sagar Nanave. Roll number 27, Pranav Naik. Keep clapping everyone.
Yes, okay.
Roll number 28, Nandini Savai.
Oh, thank you.
Roll number 29, Vishal More. Roll number 30, Pooja Zog.
Yes, okay. Thank you.
Roll number 31, Ajay Pillai. Roll number 32, Gaurav Maya.
Yes.
Roll number 33, Pooja Mehta. Rounds of applause for everyone. Keep coming. Roll number 34, Tushar Kadekar.
Yes, look here.
Roll number 35, Jai Kumar Sahu. Roll number 37, Nikita Chokhavara.
Thank you.
Roll number 38, Harsh Shetty.
Yes.
Roll number 40, Divi Puria. Roll number 41, Vishali Joshi. Roll number 42, Francis Reddy.
Thank you.
Roll number 43, Rahul Shivsagar.
Yes, okay.
Roll number 44, Mohan Pujari. Roll number 45, Sujit Sharma.
Yes, look here, please. Look here, please. Thank you. Here. Look here, please. Yes, look here. Thank you.
Everyone, round of applause for batch 18. We have almost concluded batch 18 and now we are going to start with Executive MBA Financial Markets batch 4.
Yeah, look here, please.
Alright. Executive MBA batch 4. Roll number 1, Mansi Gave. Roll number 2, Megha Jain. 11, Fernandez Gaspar Melvin, I'm sorry if I have not pronounced it clearly. Roll number 13, Saili Shivadkar. Roll number 14, and I want a huge round of applause for one of the best class representatives that we've had so far, Parth Sejpa. Roll number 15, Akshay Mane. Roll number 16, Piyush Sinha. Roll number 17, Mansi Agarwal.
Okay, please. Thank you.
Roll number 21, Neil Zaveri. Roll number 22, Rajesh Ugrechia. Roll number 23, Tushar Sarore. Roll number 26, Diptesh Darli. Roll number 27,
Yeah, look here.
Nisha Thakkar. Last but not the least, roll number 43, Julius D'Souza. Julius. We conclude Financial Markets Batch 4 with a huge round of applause once again, everyone, students from all courses. Thank you, that's a lot.
Thanks a lot, Aditi ma'am. Students, you usually seated at your respective seats. A very important customer is still there. You have to take an oath. So please take your seats, students. Students, I request you all to kindly take your seats. Can I request our faculty to kindly get them onto their seat? The students, please.
Yeah. Come here. Yes, look here. Ready? Here.
Students, kindly be seated in your respective seat, please.
Yeah, look here. Thank you. Yes, look here. साढ़े बारह आ गए Yes, look here, please. Ma'am. Excuse me. Hello. One second. So one does it. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, look here. Thank you.
Thank you. I think we have proved the certificates. Students, I now request all the graduating students to kindly rise for taking the professional oath. Absolute silence, no noise please. May I call upon Dr. Jaspreet Kaur Ma'am to read the professional oath.
वरती जाऊ कसं वाटेल तुला बरोबर पडेल का जवळ थांबा
As a business leader, you have to speak after me. I recognize my role in society. My purpose is to lead people and manage resources to create value that no single individual can create alone. My decisions affect the well-being of individuals inside and outside my enterprise today and tomorrow. Therefore, I promise that I will act with utmost integrity and pursue my work in an ethical manner. I will safeguard the interests of my shareholders, co-workers, customers, and the society in which we operate. I will manage my enterprise in good faith, with loyalty and care, and will not advance my personal interests at the expense of my enterprise or society and my motherland. I will understand and uphold both in letter and in spirit the laws and the contracts governing my own conduct and that of my enterprise. I will take responsibility for my actions and I will represent the performance and risks of my enterprise accurately and honestly. I will develop both myself and other managers under my supervision so that the profession continues to grow and contribute to the well-being of society. I will strive to create sustainable economic, social, and environmental prosperity worldwide. I will be accountable to my peers and they will be accountable to me for living by this oath. I will be a worthy alumni of my alma mater. In exercising my professional duties according to these principles, I recognize that my behavior must set an example of integrity, realistic trust, and esteem from those I serve. I will remain accountable to my peers and to society for my actions and for upholding these standards.
for his able leadership and guidance. I would like to thank Chef Sardar Sanjot Singh Kheer for accepting the invite to be the chief guest for today's ceremony. Sir, you are a great inspiration for the present youth with your contribution. Thank you, sir, for taking time from your busy schedule and gracing us with your presence. I would like to thank Mr. Madhu Kusani for accepting the invite to be the guest of honor for today's ceremony. Thank you, Soji, for sharing those enriching words by taking time from your schedule and gracing us with your presence. I extend my sincere thanks to Sardar Govinda Singh Nansal, Director and MC member, J. Khalsa College of Art, Science and Commerce. I would like to thank Dr. Kiran Mangaonkar, Sir, Campus Director, for his presence. I would like to thank Dr. Harjendra Pal Singh Kalsi, Sir, Principal, SGPC, J. Khalsa College, Art, Science and Commerce. I extend my hearty thanks to Dr. Sadhvendra Singh Reddy, Sir, In charge Director, JNAS, and Dr. Jaspreet Kaur Ma'am, JNAS Business School, for their constant support and mentoring. My hearty thanks to our deans, associate deans, department heads, faculty in charges,